Welcome to Ancient ARCHEO, a video game concept I designed and came up with that I am very excited to present about. Originally, I was going to present about Animal Crossing, but Professor Garcia gave me the idea to come up with my own game concept. Ancient ARCHEO is a social simulation archaeology game. It teaches all ages the basics of archaeology and what a day in the life as an archaeologist would be like. Here, you're viewing the title page, the intro and beginning of the game. The goal of this game is to make archaeology in media more accurate and easy to learn, since it's a game for all ages. The art is all handmade and done for the project, and I honestly had a blast with designing this project. If I probably knew how to code and, make a video game, I would have made this a real game. But unfortunately, I can't. Anyways, I hope you enjoy learning about Ancient ARCHEO, and now I'll get to the rest of the video. This is my custom avatar in the game. In Ancient ARCHEO, you start as a new archaeologist and work your way up to be a professional archaeologist. Every user will look different due to how avatar is customizable. Here's the next part of the game if you are just starting out, the Make Your Avatar screen. Now I'm going to introduce you to the Islanders. Safi is Avatar's dog. She helps Avatar with excavations and is your friendly pet. Some archaeologists use dogs to find human remains or other treasures if you train them correctly. There are no human remains in this game though. This is Zach. Zach is a well-educated archaeologist who is good to go to if you need help. He runs a base camp and often visits and gifts Avatar. He loves discovering bones. This is Luca. They're very mischievous and often steals your stuff when you aren't looking. They're what some people would call a looter. Luca runs a base camp and loves treasures and gems. This is Old Man Louie. He is a professional archaeologist who has been in the field the longest. He gives great advice and loves artifacts. He's very snappy but often apologizes in the form of gifts. He runs the tool shop. This is Miss Kate. She's not an archaeologist but a plant expert on the island. She came to the island first and knows the most about the island. She's very mysterious and is always seen holding a map. This is Big Deal. He is the brawn heavy lifter that Avatar can pay to do the heavy excavations using coins. He's not an archaeologist, but an archaeologist's assistant. This is a zoomed out version of what the island would look on a 3D model. On this map, it shows base camp locations and excavation sites you can go to make discoveries and look for treasures using tools purchased at Louie's tool shop. If the excavations take a long time, you can hire Big Deal using coins to speed up the process. Coins are earned by selling discoveries and treasures found in excavations, just like archaeologists in real life would make money from. Real archaeologists often work in teams to do big excavations, which is seen in this game. Since this game is a social simulation game, online play is available, which means you're able to friend other people and visit different islands to collect different variations of treasures. This island is the desert variation, but if you're to travel to a different location, the treasures you may find would be different. You're able to place Avatar's base camp wherever you want on the island, but the other islanders' base camps are set in stone. This is another version of the map on a 2D scale. Every islander is able to see the map by going to Miss Kate. Just like real archaeologists do, they often go to experts in various fields to seek assistance. A character like Miss Kate is well versed on the island and plant life, which is vital to other archaeologists because Miss Kate would know exactly where to find various treasures and discoveries. This is Avatar's base camp. You're able to enter and decorate the base camp and store tables for cleaning your supplies and discoveries like real archaeologists would. It is very unlikely to find perfectly clean and polished discoveries, so archaeologists go through a long process called data recovery, conservation, data collecting, recording, and cleaning. This is where that process is done for Avatar. In this game, there are many interactions to be made. Friendship levels increase with interactions. The higher the friendship, the more research and development opportunities you're able to have with other islanders, just like in real life when you gain connections with people in the same field as you. Here's Avatar asking Louie for what tools he has that day. Like I mentioned previously, Avatar is able to use coins gained from selling treasures and discoveries to buy tools and various items to help with excavations and research. Every Avatar has an inventory where they are able to sell their items to various collectors. Depending on the value of the discovery, depends on where the item goes and for how much. Museums, schools, libraries, labs, and other digging sites are areas in which the items can be sent to. Prices vary on rarity. There are many mini-games in this game with various tasks. Here we see Avatar doing an excavation. To perform an excavation, Avatar needs to gain research points in order to begin digging. Research points are earned by exploring and examining the area and studying about the environment. Once the points are earned, excavations are able to be performed and completed. Then sent to Avatar's home base, where data analysis and cleaning will be made, just like real archaeologists would go about this process. Here Avatar finds an amalgorus, a rare fossil. These kinds of fossils or pieces of a fossil would be a discovery due to how incredible it would be to find something this rare. Going back to the items and their rarities, there's a wide range of common, uncommon, artifact, and discoveries. Common items consist mostly of trash of various kinds. Shown here, banana peels, soda cans, and an old boot. Hundreds of variations are available to find in this game. Common items are, common, and the least profitable items. Uncommon items consist of interesting gems, rocks, shark teeth, and small fossils. Shown here, we see just that. There are many variations, but since it's categorized as uncommon, there's less uncommons than commons. Same with artifacts. Artifacts have a very wide variety and will change depending on the island variation. Here we see a vase and a piece of amber with an insect in it. Rare pieces of cultural artifacts are included in this category. Lastly, we have discoveries. In this category, it includes big and more complete fossils, with an extremely rare chance a dinosaur bone can be found. Here, we see some of the complete fossils. A huge part of creating this game includes ethical concerns due to how most archaeology games in the media promote harmful actions such as looting and destruction of cultural artifacts. We have a character named Luca who presents the actions in which are harmful. Luca is a good person, but unfortunately doesn't seem to understand why looting is bad. Later on in the story of the game, Luca understands their mistake and then from then on promotes anti-looting. One can follow Luca's story in the dialogue to understand how we should not promote or contribute to looting. The impact and outreach this game would have would be immense due to how it's something not seen in media today. It's a game where it shows the reality of archaeology and gets to challenge and educate the players and get them to face situations in which an archaeologist would face in real life. I would promote it on TikTok, Instagram, and every social media platform in hopes word reaches and it becomes a viral video game that is not only for the media and entertainment, but promotes ethical, realistic archaeology. A portion of the money raised from this game would go to archaeology associations and centers all across the world, as well as archaeology departments in colleges and high schools, in hopes of helping funding the future of archaeology. A summary of my written essay is that the archaeological themes and practices portrayed in my project was how the whole game is centered on archaeology, and the goal is to become a professional archaeologist. I consider ethical considerations during the creation of my game concept by incorporating characters that are examples of what not to do, such as looting, and how they learn from it, as well as all the characters respecting cultural artifacts and their preservation. The potential impact of my project on raising awareness and understanding of archaeology and its ethical challenges is immense due to how it will be something that is rare in media, good representation of archaeology, and how an archaeologist does their job. In conclusion, archaeology is a topic that is often misinformed in the media, and with Ancient Archeo, it goes above and beyond in educating young to old in the ways of how to work as an archaeologist and inform the players the morals and ethics of archaeology. Along with it being educational, it is caked with fun-filled minigames, stories, and dialogue that players are entertained with that also educates them. This game will be advertised strongly on social media, and all proceeds would go to archaeology centers, organizations, and programs all around the world. Thank you for learning a little bit about Ancient Archeo and the game process of it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Lastly, I want to ask my audience what you guys think of Ancient Archeo. If you guys have any questions or feedback, let me know.